Well, hello there. So let's talk about Fringe. Now, I have never been able to go to like the Fringe Fest in its totality like this. However, this is my very first time going to the St. Louis Fringe Fest. And short backstory: the Fringe Fest started 15 years ago, and it started with 3 productions, I believe, and then now, 15 years later, it has gone to over 400 productions. It is a St. Louis gem. I'm going to say that it is a gem because it gives the opportunity for local creatives who cannot get into these theaters and into these spaces with these kind of crowds the chance to be just excellent and do the things that they want to do and just be so creative and so just kind of like niche. That's what this week is. So if you're in the St. Louis area, please make sure to come to St. Louis Fringe Fest. Support them as well. I will put the link down in the bio and I'm down in the comments and everything, or wherever it goes. I don't know. But let's talk about the shows I've seen so far. So my first day was Shedding Skin. This show was eye-opening. It was shocking. Yes, it was shocking because there was nudity. Okay. Yes, but the nudity told the story. It was not a distraction because what happens is just basically telling the story of how we go through life and that you don't really get really free until you remove all of the layers. That is what I got. So that was very inspiring. The part of the show that got me, this is not a spoiler, is when the performer literally walked to the edge of the stage and looked each and every person in the audience in their eyes, basically like she was challenging us to get free. You could tell the energy in the room shifted to like, oh my God, that was so good. Like everyone kind of like was like breathing at that moment. So that was such a good one. There's only one more time to catch this show during Fringe, which is tonight. So if you are watching this today, which is Thursday, August the 6th, go catch it. If it's after today, you missed it. However, she is going outside of St. Louis because she's going to be going to, I believe, the Kansas City Fringe Fest up next. So that is a good one. Next, I then went 30 minutes later to go see DeRose Can't Finish a Script. This show is me in a nutshell. It is me because I will sit up there, I will start writing a script and all of that, and then move on to the next one. That's what the show was about. It was just snippets of scripts that the guy was writing, and it was hilarious. They took a minimal set and turned it into, I believe, 5 different worlds. It was good. You do have more chances to see it during Fringe. So if you are in the St. Louis area, I need you to go catch this one. This is a good one. It definitely was a breath of fresh air, to see a show in this format was good. Day 2 was Thank You for Being a Friend, which of course you could guess it's based off of the Golden Girls. Now for this one, I honestly have to say I was kind of a little disappointed because I read the description and the description was talking about it was going to see the world like through the AIDS crisis and, ageism and things like that. I didn't catch that. I just caught a performer singing songs from the eyes of the characters about themselves. There was a lot of use of video. And honestly, the concept is clever. It is very clever. I would have loved to have seen maybe 4 performers do this show and sing songs about what the reality of the world was outside of the Golden Girls lens. So that would have been quite interesting because there was a lot going on during Golden Girls in real life. And I would have loved to have seen that. It was not a bad show. It's just I felt that the description on the website did not match what the show gave. It was one night only, so it was packed. But after that, I'm now on to day 3. So if you're in the St. Louis area, I'm gonna need you to come and see this because these performers are doing such an excellent job at really bearing their hearts and souls on the stage and using minimal tech time. Okay, minimal tech time to get this done. And shout outs to the team who is putting all of this together because I know that this is a lot. I know that this is a lot of getting all these different performances in multiple venues. Yes, multiple venues are going on because you are in, I believe it's 4 different venues, and there's multiple shows going on at the same time, and they're going back to back to back. So it's not like you have a show and then a day and then the next show. No, it's like a show. We're walking out of show 1. Show 2 is coming in behind us, and they're setting up for the next one, and it's clockwork. So thank you to the Fringe Fest team. Matt, shout outs to you, my friend. And I can't wait to see the rest of this festival. I'm on day 3 now. So today I have, I believe, 4 shows to catch. I'm just getting started. So I'm going to do more of these videos. They're going to be a little bit longer than 5. Okay, because I have multiple shows to cover. So it is going to be a little bit longer than usual, but it's still, thank you, 5.